Hi guys, Tracy B here. Welcome to Boomplay Offices. We are here to have lunch with the resident artist of Mama's House, Ras Amor, and we're gonna do it in the studio as we get to know him. So we're here with Ras Amor, Mama's House, first resident artist. This is so amazing. I'm so glad to be here.
Me too, Manzi.
I'm also happy about the burgers that you're about to eat. That's what I'm waiting on. Courtesy of Mama Rocks.
Yes.
What are you having? This is the sweet mother.
Wameniletea Kuku Republic.
Kuku Republic. What chicken? What kuku?
I like the packaging though.
Yeah, it looks nice. Mama Rocks comes through. You know this.
Oh.
This is amazing. Unleashing the magic. Ooh. First bite. Four.
You let me know. How you
Love
doing?
it.
Mko ndani? Usione vile nimeifungua upside down.
It's loud.
It's actually really good, man.
That's actually my favorite chicken burger.
Ulaya?
Ever.
Kuku Republic.
Just love it.
Really, really nice. Inakaita kushibisha for a whole day.
Yeah, anyway. So,
Yeah.
Ras Amor,
Yes.
as you're enjoying your burger, tell us, who is Ras Amor? When you tell people Ras Amor is on the stage, Ras Amor is here on the mic, Ras Amor is the one who laid tracks on a certain bar, on a certain song. Who is Ras Amor? How do you identify yourself
Yeah.
as? Yeah.
Ras Amor is a musical artist. I really love music, manzi. All my friends call me Eddie. That's the name I was born with, but my stage name is Ras Amor.
So majina za ID?
Jina za ID pale tu M-Pesa. Utaijua tu. But Eddie, a lot of my friends call me Eddie because of that's my normal name. When I'm on stage and I'm performing, I'm Ras Amor. I love making music. I love performing it. I love writing it. I love producing it. I think anytime you hear Ras Amor, just know it's ule msanii mwenye anapenda tu muziki sana. Yeah.
So do you have a difference between Eddie and Ras Amor? Like, are they like two personalities, or it's just Eddie on a good day he becomes Ras Amor?
Of late, I'm feeling like it's two different people, manze. Yeah, because a lot of times when I'm just chilling at home with friends, it's just Eddie all the time. And then when you go out, even I am starting to get used to people calling me, hey, Ras Amor, Ras Amor. And then in a way, they also kind of treat you differently.
Yeah.
But obviously with time, when people get to know you, they just realize it's still Eddie. Yeah. But of late, I've been feeling like it's two different people.
Yeah. It's also what you signed up for, yeah?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
He may be the two I enter the shoes. Yeah.
Did the Ras come from the hair and everything, or?
Everyone asks me that, man. So
yeah, everyone would assume that, ideally.
Yeah, I feel like even if I didn't have the dreadlocks, I still would call myself Ras. Because Ras actually is Amharic for royalty. Yeah, so
Oh, like Haile Selassie.
Exactly.
Yeah, he was Rastafari.
Yeah, so Ras means prince.
Yes.
Yeah, so, and I feel like from the roots Africans, we are royalty. That's Mama Rocks kind of has that feel of just royalty, you know, with the food. And,
exactly.
And I think everyone should carry themselves like that. Even if you don't have so much money in your life or whatever, just try to live your life to the fullest. Like, think of yourself as royalty.
Yeah, you heard it from Ras, guys. If you're suffering, don't show it.
Yeah.
Don't show it. You don't have to look miserable.
Not at all.
Nah.
If any, was a Kenya,
they
have this notion that whenever you see a Ras guy, it's someone who does not shower, does not...
Some rowdy guy.
Yeah. But I want to bring back the idea that Ras actually meant royalty from beginning. So anyone who wants to associate themselves with the idea of Ras, just know that you're talking about Black Boy Joy, you're talking about all the good things in life.
Hence the style and the bling.
Once in a while,
Is it like a trademark, a brand? Because I usually see you with all this African-inspired patterns and fabrics, even with your dressing, even when you're on stage. How do you express yourself in a way that shows your African roots?
Of course, I love jewelry. After when you look at African descent, there was a lot of that. Even men would wear earrings and some really nice gold-plated necklaces. So yes, definitely that's one of the best ways I've found to express myself as an African. I love rings. This one is of a tree. It's about the tree of life. So, and like you said, a lot of it comes out in how I dress at shows and shoots. So yeah, definitely. I think ni mimi tu kwa Mwafrika. Yeah.
And what would you say?
Take a bite of this, yeah.
Actually, just eat it, because this is going to be a very heavy question. You're going to need energy for it.
Bring it on.
This one, you're going to need energy from it. Are you ready?
Let's go. What sauce is that?
It's ketchup.
Okay.
There's ketchup. There's peri mayo.
Very
And there's
nice.
hot sauce.
Peri mayo.
It's like mayo with some chili, some spicy goodness,
So anytime I hear peri,
it's peri.
it's pepper.
Yeah,
Oh, I see.
mostly, I guess. What would you say differentiates you from mainstream artists? What's the difference? What makes you better?
Okay, first of all, I wouldn't say there's anything that makes me better.
So
Because I'm not competing with anyone. But there are things that make me me. Make me very different from whatever else everyone is listening out there. Because I think that every artist is making the best art that they can make anyway. So I wouldn't ever come and say that I think your stuff is really, I think mine is better than yours or anything like that. But I've always believed that I'm on a very different lane.
Okay.
Mostly because I think I focus a lot on storytelling. Yeah, and like I said, back to that African thing. Because I remember I used to sit with my grandpa almost every night of the week, even when you're sleepy, and he would just say, you have to come, we sit down, and he has to tell you stories. I actually experienced that.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, I wish a lot of people would experience that.
I grew up in that kind of household. Yeah.
That's amazing.
So when I came to music, I just feel like even when you go to and just try and listen to the lyrics, I try to just tell stories and paint pictures.
So you see how this childhood of yours, how you were nurtured in this African home where they would have storytelling.
Yeah.
And this is something that's dying.
Oh, and there's that.
Yeah, this is something that's dying, but if it's encouraged, you see how your artistry itself roots back to that.
Everything.
Yeah.
A lot of things actually have roots with childhood, manze. If anything, that's one thing we should focus on, sana. This generation especially, when we are getting kids, I feel like we really just need to find a way to now keep the connections going.
Yeah.
'Cause it's hard these days. Because when I ask a lot of my friends, they're not talking to their paros or they're not talking to
I
their
know.
mothers.
The connection is...
Ilikatwa somewhere.
Yeah.
So hopefully with our generation, we'll bring it back.
Yeah. I personally would do that. I even do that with my small nieces and nephews.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Like, introduce them to amazing
That's
music,
dope, yeah.
to authentic music that's not just what you're used to hearing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, about Mama's House.
Yes.
Tell us about Mama's House. You being a whole resident artist, the first one.
Manze, I think it's actually a very big honor. Not even I think, it's a very big honor. I remember when we first just kind of met and we talked about, just doing something special with artists in Kenya who do not have quite the platform yet. And you told me this idea a month later, manze, we've been actualizing it, and now we are planning a tour. We're actually planning a lot of. I don't think I'm allowed to reveal a lot of stuff.
There's a lot more that's coming, yeah.
But they should definitely be expecting some super dope stuff.
Yeah.
Mama Rocks are vested in Kenyan artists who are dope. As long as you just have some dope art, trust me, it's gonna be beautiful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And how is your experience so far as a resident artist for the Mama's House? How would you describe it?
First of all, it's been very real, you know. I feel like what Mama Rocks are, they'll tell you the truth. And I think
Keep it straight.
Keep it straight with you.
Keep it 100.
And that's a very important trait, but they making food.
Yeah.
If the food is not
Yeah,
good,
if you're making... That's true, actually.
yeah, you just have to be ready to be told the truth.
Because, you know, even when you come back to... In the hospitality industry,
Yeah.
because I've worked there for some time in the past,
Yeah.
the customer is always right.
Thank you.
The customer is always right, even if they're wrong.
That's the one thing.
Because that's the service industry in general.
100%.
Yeah.
It's the one thing also as an artist I've been learning to do now.
Yeah.
You have to find a balance between what you want to give out to your people and also what they want.
Yeah.
There has to be a balance. So that also when they receive it, they're also happy.
Yeah.
So Mama Rocks has excelled in that, man.
Yeah.
Branding wise, even outside here when you talk about them, I'm very honored to be associated with this brand. 100%.
And I think you're like a proper fit for that residency, especially you being the first one, because I've seen like how you have this stardom to you. Like, I think, you know, it's how you've said that you can't walk around looking like you're suffering, because you already look like you're some celebrity.
Thank you.
You walk around looking like you're some celebrity.
Because by their life, every day will always have issues.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's hard even to think that that's possible when you think of people who probably have a lot of money. But even those people, they are dealing with something.
Yeah.
So if you don't find a way to just anchor yourself and still be happy and stable and joyful and focused, no matter what, utaumia kiasi.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Let me have a bite of this.
Yeah.
Anyway. So, you have an album out,
Yes.
Time Machine.
Yes.
What was your musical process? Like, how do you start creating? Because you even produce yourself,
Oh yeah.
you master your own music, you bring it all to life on your own.
Of course, I wouldn't say.
No, but most of it is you.
Okay. It's true.
Why are you trying to be humble? Most of it is you.
It's quite true then.
Yeah.
I do a lot of the heavy lifting. But yes, I definitely collaborate with amazing musicians.
Yeah.
First of all, now talking about the album, especially the electric guitars, an amazing guitarist called Matai Njama.
Matai Njama.
Pulled up, Manze, gave me the best sounds. And the album, the process, Time Machine. I wanted something that would kind of highlight the different seasons in my life. I feel like in the past 2 years, I've gone through a roller coaster of emotions. Yeah, and that's the time that I hadn't released music in any way. So and I was thinking about it, and I decided to just put myself in those different situations. So it's 9 tracks that have different seasons. We start at Mwanzo, which is about loss.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you've ever lost someone, that's the beginning of the album. And after that, you go to Empty Pockets. It's a time when I wanted to try and dating, and straight up, man, there's a mama who told me.
You said try dating.
Yeah, I tried dating.
Nairobi.
Nairobi. When you're about to take chances,
Hey.
just be prepared.
No, but it helped you. You have a whole album out.
Oh, nice.
You
Actually,
have to look at the positive side of things.
there's always an advantage. Yeah, and it was crazy because the only deal breaker for this mama was just Mula. And I understood her because, you know, people are raised differently. And kawezi fika bei pia. Period. That's just the way it is. I even tell my sisters, by the way, if you like a certain type of guy, that's the type of person you should go for.
Don't settle for less.
Exactly. So manze pale, that empty pockets one just speaks about that time, and it actually happened to me. But you know, we move on regardless. At least these days, tunaweza panda Uber. Then after that, we go to Mola Nipe Mpenzi. So this guy figures that you like love. It's not like money can get you that, you know. So he tries. Actually tried. I told you, God, you know what? Now me. If I'm ever to find someone, it's up to you.
Up to you. You actually don't look for love, you let it find you.
I'm learning that
But
now.
you also move out of Nairobi.
Avoid Nairobi at all costs.
So the whole album is just like this sequence of different situations. And it's personal to you, yes?
Super, super personal. Yeah. And even when you look at the album cover, it's me staring at 8 different mirrors. And these mirrors are kind of like an entrance to something. So when you look at the picture, I dressed in a way that represents every song. Like Empty Pockets, you'll see I'm in some shabby short and I'm carrying this mawe, like I'm Django guy. And literally, but anyway, there are fans who've actually texted me and told me they figured this out by themselves. But that was the essence of Time Machine.
That's amazing. That's beautiful to get it. And the whole thing about the process of you deciding to produce. Do you ever produce a beat and you don't feel like laying vocals, or have a song that you've already written and you feel like you can come up with the beats for it? And
a lot of times, yes.
Yeah.
We have a lot of unfinished songs.
Yes.
And I think now I am grateful because as I have established my name also as a producer, songs that I feel like, I don't want to sing on this one. I can
just... You just get someone.
Yeah, just say it to someone.
Just gives them.
They're like, oh my God.
This is what I've been waiting for.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, I wish. But now the bad thing is, when you give out the beat and then you hear it later and it's way, way bigger, you're like, I really wish I was on this one. Yeah. Because I hear it's a rumor though, I'm not sure, but I hear Ed Sheeran, the song he gave away to Justin Bieber.
Which one?
All the times that you made.
Did he give it away or did he just
wrote
write it? Yeah, like for
Ed Sheeran to perform it and sing it. Yeah.
Okay.
So I've always been thinking, do you think the song would have been bigger if Ed Sheeran performed it and sang it?
No.
Justin Bieber took it to another level.
Yeah, exactly. And also when you look at the timelines, it was at a place where Justin Bieber was.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
When you look at the timelines, Justin Bieber had the crowd for that kind of a song.
I see what
Ed Sheeran didn't. Well, not in Kenya, because they can't speak for the Western world. But when you look at logistics, it makes sense what you're saying.
And even when you look at Bien gives a lot of his songs by the way to people.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I've had people who is just written for. I even had that Nanis the one who wrote for Kidum. That song, a certain song. Bensol is the one who wrote it. So I think it's very important for people to just collaborate. It's fine when you give out.
And I also think Kenya, we should come up with an association or a union for songwriters, if there isn't any, like one that actually works for songwriters to be acknowledged, because there are very amazing songwriters out here.
But they actually people who can write.
They're amazing songwriters. They're amazing. I've met a couple of songwriters who are amazing, who have written some of the hits in Kenya that have become even international. And I think they should be, give them the value of the work. I paid for that.
Yeah, we should actually have famous songwriters.
We have to have.
That's really.
But hopefully we're heading there as a country.
We're gonna see it. Umesema, Tracy.
Yeah, I've said it. We're heading there. So speaking about your musical process, tell us how you've worked with Mama Rocks, because there's a new song out promoting the drinks and stuff. Yeah. How was that like? What did you add in? Because I had some vocals.
Oh, yeah.
So in the video.
It was super fun. First of all, watching the honors of Mama Rocks rapping. And they actually have it.
Exactly.
There's times
that's how you know. That's how these buggers are slapping.
They actually fire. There's times when you have like a friend who's rapping over there. And
they have bars. They have bars.
Yeah. Kwanza, I actually liked every part of it. And the one part that I wasn't even expecting is that they let me mix the vocals. Yeah. And when I sent it back to them, and they just loved it. There's a lot, Yani, that I did not expect to do with Mama Rocks. Even when I went on that day to record with them for this song that just came out, I was not supposed to do a verse. I was just supposed to do minor ad-libs and go. But the vibes were so true.
You just end up writing.
I picked up a poem and we wrote it, and Natalie was like, "Yo,
call them Mama Rocks."
it's just like,
Yeah, sing that part for me.
now ukifika Mama Rocks, itisha upewe utapewa kile unataka. Anything you want.
Anything you want.
Kuna drinks, kuna bar, na pia kuna vila baga.
Screwed.
Baby, come and rock with me before the night is over. Before I call and sober. No wahala, just the iced teas.
We use proper measures. Don't be scrimping, saving. Try our Vicky Island.
I wanna spend my money on you. Yeah. You wanna do what bad girls do. You wanna do what's bad for you. I wanna spend my money on you.
I'ma get an iced tea.
So, there's something you have for us. What do you have? Like, what should we look forward to this residency with Ras Amor as the first artist?
Yeah.
What plans do you have in mind? The ones that you can actually disclose?
Okay. There's a single on the way. We've shot the video. It's called Milele.
Yeah.
And it's really beautiful. And it's going to be part of an EP. That's going to end the year. I'd like to end the year with one last project. Yeah.
You're on fire. You're on fire.
I think one thing I've realized is here, Tracy, is that there's things that we have control over and there's things we have no control over. And I feel like where I am as an artist, at least I have control over making music and releasing. So if I can do that, let me do that. Like, if I can record music in the morning and release it tomorrow, why not do that? But other things that we have no control over, they'll come later.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot of artists wait so much, but just look at something that you can do. If you can do that part for now, just do it. And for now, I just want to focus on at least the music.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope. Which artist do you think you'd love to work with in Kenya? In Kenya, let's do this. In Kenya,
Yeah.
in Africa,
Okay.
and internationally.
That's a dope question.
Yeah.
Because hopefully when you speak them into existence after a year or whatever
It will
time,
happen.
you're actually gonna
It
see
will happen. Again, I have said it.
Tracy
It will
said.
happen.
But yeah, man, in Kenya, wow. First of all, there's so many dope artists.
List them. Let them know.
Oh,
This is the time to shoot your shots.
it's the time to shoot my
Yeah, shoot your shots.
Of course, first of all, I'd really like to make music with these new age artists, young new age artists.
Yeah, like
Kina Brandy, Kina Mudhaka.
Brandy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ethan Muziki,
yeah.
Mutoria.
And your artistry, like your kind of music and Ethan, they just blend in.
I feel like this generation of artists now, there's a certain sound we're coming with. And even if it's not super similar, but there's some similarity. I don't know if it's because of what we've been listening to.
I think it's also, most of these artists used to be contemporary artists, and now that their art is doing better and people are appreciating it better, now it's now becoming a sort of sub-genre.
That's the in thing now.
Yeah.
An on sound on its own.
Yeah.
I feel it too, manze. I'd like a collab kwanza with Mbithi. Mbithi, I
was just about to ask you if you're thinking of doing anything with a hip hop artist.
I'm
Mbithi is bad. This is one of my favorite. He's a badass rapper.
Kenyans, Nairobi is so crazy, man. Right now. Yeah, I honestly would probably do collabs with everyone and just release them over the year, if it's possible. But I'd also like to...
Listen, you will do it. Tracy B has said it once again.
So we just wait for the
Yeah,
videos.
speak to existence. And internationally?
Oh, nice. Internationally, I'd like a collab with the one and only Damian Marley.
Oh my God, I love that silence. It was so dramatic.
I know.
It was so dramatic. Damian Marley.
I really would like
For
to
real?
work with that man. Yeah. I feel
can
like
see
his
that
spirit,
happening.
Yeah.
Please.
And just the fact that he's also royalty.
Yeah.
in
Oh.
music.
And your royalty.
And just the fact that they've been able to keep it going. You know, one other thing that we've realized that has not worked for Africans is we've not been able to do things generationally. Even if your pops probably made $1 million during his lifetime, you find that the kids,
It's
very few times that we keep it
Yeah.
But you look at the Marley family and they've done it all these years
Yeah.
constantly and well.
And they've kept the artistry in the family too.
There's a certain wisdom to it. Me, hopefully, yeah. And now, of course, there's big stars like, Wizkid and Burna Boy.
Don't work with the West Africans.
I would not mind at all.
Yeah.
Kwanza kuona the way they've taken their sound.
Exactly. These guys are proper, like the professionals.
Exactly. There's so much we can learn from them.
Yeah, like you can't blame people. You know, when people say you're just listening to Nigerian music and all of that, it's because these guys are actually putting in work to market it out and put it out. And that's what we're trying to do here, aren't we?
Oh, 100%.
We're also putting our own stuff out there so that we can also be motivated and encouraged and be celebrated too, yeah? So, Ras,
Yeah.
I hear you have a launch, an album launch.
Well, this is passing information. No, go on, yeah.
I will have to invite people here because at least now I have intel.
Oh, nice.
On the 2nd of December, Ras Amor will be performing. It will be the launch of the Time Machine album, and there will be a guest artist. By now, you already know who it is, and the experience is going to be immaculate. It's going to be vibes. It's going to be good music, amazing food, specially made cocktails just for the occasion. Like, this is a whole event.
The whole experience.
And it's a recorded show, so just come through. Come to Mangrove. It will be on 2nd December.